Thank you very much, Hugo. Very interesting presentation. Again, I want to apologize for some of the technical difficulties up front and bringing Darren Bergan online, but maybe worked out for the best because we now have here with us the mayor of Ponte de Sor, Hugo Hilario, and he would like to say a couple words to Darren. So please.
Hello, Darren. How are you? Nice to talk to you again. Thank you so much for this our really partnership, and I promise you that we'll be there in the next year. Give you an hello to your wife. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Não sei se ele nos está a ouvir.
I hope he heard all of that.
Não temos retudo. Okay.
No, there he is, come here. Oh, there he comes, there he is.
Hello, Darren.
I heard you.
You okay?
Very good, sir. Very good. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Excellent.
Perfectly.
We were talking, Darren, we hope to be there with you next year when we organize the event, hopefully on a more normal basis, and come back to again having hosted at a NASA facility. Look forward to collaborating with you going forward, and the mayor is looking forward to coming back and go to pre-pandemic activities and reestablish the contacts and do the work that we committed ourselves to do in 2018, but sadly for the last couple of years we have had to put on hold. So we're looking forward to see you in person next year.
Okay, sounds great.
Thank you.
Nice to see you
sir.
again.
Great to see you.
Darren, I'm not sure, should I do an introduction of your profile again, or I think everybody heard? If you don't mind, if you can take it from here, I would very much appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, Darren Bergan.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. Sorry for the IT challenges, but this is the new norm now for all of us. I mean, you know, the thing about the pandemic is that, you know, at least here at NASA, we're almost exclusively teleworking. And we're constantly moving our computer from place to place, and so these network challenges they get in the middle of doing normal operations. I wanted to first of all thank Carlos and the mayor and the board and everybody for allowing me to participate again in this workshop. As Carlos had pointed out earlier, I have worked a little bit the last several years in the private sector, supporting this workshop, and the value of the workshop, aside from just the networking, is the ability to collaborate. The last speaker, I'm almost happy that this worked out because I got a chance to listen to, I thought, a very good presentation on what Portugal's doing, where they're going. His comment about orbital debris is the real deal. I mean, we're really taking it seriously here. In fact, it was something I wanted to talk about today, but I have to tell you, unfortunately, I have not gotten permission to formally provide what I wanted with my staff. We've got some presentations that I wanted to bring up. You know, one of them was on things like our NASA Autonomous Flight Termination Unit and what we're doing there, and our plans for transitioning that out to the private sector. One of them was about a specific mission that is dealing with orbital debris. My office, we kind of focus down on looking at, okay, when we have some kind of an event, where's the debris going to come down and fall down on high population densities and those sorts of things. But this particular mission was interesting because we were suborbital and we were contemplating doing a detonation for some plasma experiments and whatnot. Of course, that did not, once we did a look at that and saw the impacts, as the previous speaker alluded to, we simply said no. So we've altered the trajectory and everything on this. It's a sounding rocket, but it's significant. You know, it's got pretty high. It's suborbital. But I just wanted to say, you know, when I first got involved in this workshop, it was incredible to go out there and actually participate in the air show itself. And the mayor was an incredible host to my wife and I, and we really wanted to thank him. And this is why we're going to continue to support. And and I'm going to continue to support this workshop as much as I can now that I'm in NASA. So again, I was not able, and I cannot provide what I wanted to here today. That's the bad news. The good news is that I have confirmed that there is the possibility of us being able to host this workshop at a later date next year, the year after, whenever it works, once we're able to all get together face to face. So I would like to start the motions on, if you're interested, to come to Walt's Flight Facility here. It's small in Eastern Shore, Virginia. And maybe we can do something where we can actually do that as well as go to Goddard Space Flight Center. I call that my mothership, you know, where we do a lot of high-end payload processing for our, you know, for all of our NASA missions, I should say. So, so that is the good news, and so we can kind of, you know, begin to work together on that. I also thought the last speaker, what he brought up was in terms of collaboration. Again, just to foot stomp that. That's one of the key reasons why this workshop's so successful. We've demonstrated, you know, both in industry and the public sector, that we can come together and forge ideas and projects that are beneficial for all of us. That's really, I think, all I had to say, other than I don't know if anybody saw this week that Blue Origin had William Shatner go out and if you guys haven't saw the video on his, you know, when he came back down and was talking, it's pretty cool. That might be the commercial space is the wave of the future as well. I mean, that's clearly that's something we should keep in mind, you know, and look to. But again, I would say that was when you see Captain Kirk from Star Trek actually go to space for the first time, and the emotions you know, he shared when he got back was pretty impressive to me. Carlos, that's really unfortunately all I can really talk to right now. If you've got any questions that I can answer, I'll be happy to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to hand it back to you.
No, very much appreciated. We understand the legal constraints you had this year, but we look forward to next year when we can do it on a more normal environment. We, as always, appreciate your invaluable collaboration and look forward to our future collaborations. I'll restate again Hugo's words before from the Portuguese Space Agency. They are already working with AIMS. They're looking for partnerships with other NASA centers. And Darren, you know full well how much commitment the mayor's office has in making this event even more international. To give you a little bit of information to all of those online, I forgot to mention earlier, this event last year during pandemic had 60 countries participating. We had, on average, about 2,000 people or so listening to every technical sessions, with some of them reaching as high as 20,000 people online. Before we went virtual, we had in person, the Portugal Air Summit was attended by about 45,000 people. We expect this year, still with the pandemic going on, but Portugal doing exceptionally well, we expect in person about 35 to 40,000 people here during this event, plus the 40 to 60 countries online represented in many different ways with speakers from all over the world. So this event in just half a dozen years has become an important event for Portugal, for the Iberian Peninsula, and it's now one of the top airspace events in Europe. And we very much thank all our partners and collaborators like Darren and NASA and the European Space Agency, the Portuguese Space Agency, and obviously all the other speakers that are coming next. Again, Darren, very much appreciated. You are a dear friend, and I very much appreciate your time and spending some time with us, and look forward to seeing you at Wallop sometime next year.
Sounds good. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.